Let me take you to the screen. Okay, ji. So when we have velocity time graph, let me just have it onto the screen. Okay, so one side you will be having the x-axis, fine, and one side you will be having the y-axis. Okay, now Akash, please sit properly. Akash, sit properly. Okay, you have x-axis, y-axis. On x-axis you will be having the time. Don't forget to write the unit when you are doing it. On y-axis you will be having the velocity. Let's write the unit meter per second along with that. Fine. Now if children you are having a straight graph, which is a straight line parallel to time axis, you say that there is no acceleration. Yes, the object is moving with a constant velocity. At the starting, at the last, the velocity is going to remain constant. So we can say that the acceleration is zero, because we have done this already, that if the velocity will change, only then you will be having the acceleration. Yes. So for acceleration, there has to be a change in velocity. If you look onto the graph here, see, it is at the same velocity level. If you name it, you can give the points over here. Let's say this is 0. This is, let's say, 10 meter per second. This is 20 meter per second. Fine. Same way you have the time 1, 2, 3. When the time is 1 second, you check the velocity. It is 20. When the time is 2 seconds, you again check the velocity, it is 20. When the time is 3 seconds, you again check the velocity, it is 20. What it means? That the velocity is not changing. Velocity is not changing. Fine. But for the acceleration, there has to be a change in velocity. What is the formula of acceleration? The change in velocity divided by time. Fine. Okay. Next you have is a kind of graph. Let's say this one. Now this is your positive acceleration. Yes. How can you say this is positive acceleration? Anji, anybody? How it is positive acceleration? Yes, Ridhiman.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Vacha.
Ma'am, because the line is going to the increasing side.
Very good, because it is increasing. Acha, Ridhiman, tell me, is there any acceleration in this case?
Ma'am, yes.
Yes. How?
Ma'am, because the velocity is changing.
Very good. God bless you. Good. Okay. Now, what is it? If you look at any point, let's say I look over here. At this point, what is the value of acceleration? What is the value of velocity? It is 10 meter per second. If I look at this particular point, it is 20. If I look at some other point, let's say it is coming 30. So at every point, you are having a change in velocity. And my dear student, this is a positive change. You know, as the time keep on increasing, ये 10 meter per second था when the time is 1 second. When the time is 2 seconds, you will see that what is the velocity? Maybe it goes somewhere till 25. Fine. When the time is 3 seconds, the velocity is somewhat around 35. So there is the increase going on. Velocity is changing, and this is a positive change. There is the increase. Fine. So we can say this is positive acceleration. This is which acceleration? Positive acceleration. And you're getting a straight line. It means there exists the uniformity as well. Okay. Chale, coming on to the next one, who is going to talk about this? Okay. So this is the next graph. Name the graph. What this graph is showing. Yes, Arushi.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, bacha.
Ma'am, in this case also the velocity is increasing with respect to time. So this is non-uniform acceleration.
Very good. Very good. This there is velocity increasing and with respect to time. So this is acceleration. But because the graph is not straight, this line is not straight, it is a curve. So this is non-uniform. See, when the time is 1, you will be having some value of velocity, let's say 4 or 5. Fine. When the time is 2 seconds, the velocity values goes till 10. When the time is 3 seconds, the velocity value reaches till somewhere around 18, 17, 18. Fine. So there is increase in velocity going on. Okay, first thing, there is a change in velocity. Yes. So there exists acceleration. Now there exists a positive change. The velocity keep on increasing. So there is positive acceleration here, but kaun si? Positive one. Next is, because the line is not a straight, you have a curve, means the values, they show the variation. There is no uniformity. So this is non-uniform positive acceleration. Chal. Let's talk about the next one. Okay. Now raise your hand for, okay, Krishna hand is already raised. Krishna, please lower your hand first. Krishna is already having the hand raised. He know the answer. He know what ma'am is going to ask. He's ready with the answer already. Okay, Hanji. What about this graph? What about this graph? Okay, Arushi, the only one. Okay, Khushkaran. Who else? Anyone else? Okay, let's ask Khushkaran first of all. Yes, Khushkaran.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Bacha.
Ma'am, in this graph, velocity is decreasing and ma'am, so acceleration is there, but it is in retardation.
Retardation. Very good. The negative acceleration. Very good. Okay, Hanji Krishna. Krishna, how can you say acceleration is there? Krishna. Wait, Rhythman, wait. Okay, Anahita.
Ma'am, it's not for the answer. I just wanted to tell you that Avni got disconnected. She's in the waiting room.
Okay. Okay, so this is the negative acceleration. Okay, Ridhiman is going to talk about it. Yes, beta. This is the negative acceleration. How?
Ma'am, because there is change in velocity, it means there is an acceleration, but the line is going downward, so it is a negative acceleration.
Very good. And one more thing, is it the uniform or the non-uniform?
Ma'am, uniform.
It is uniform. How you can say this is uniform?
Ma'am, because there is a straight line.
Very good, very good. So there are 3 things which you are going to talk about when every question is asked. Okay. One is which kind of graph you are getting. You are having the acceleration here because the velocity is changing at every point. At every point there exists a change in velocity. Fine. At this point also you get some different value. At this point you get some different value. So at every point there is a velocity, different velocity you are getting. Second thing is, there is a velocity change but it is decreasing. पहले 22 था, then it first it is 30, then it is 22, then it is 10. So there is a change in velocity, but the negative one. So this is a negative acceleration, which we also called as retardation. And the third one is, because you are having a straight line, it means it shows the kind of uniformity here, the kind of uniformity. Okay, hands. Vinayak bacha, any question? Vinayak, is it clear to you? Okay. Hanji, Neha, Ishant, any confusion? If you have, you can please raise your hand. Anyone? Nancy, you are the first one I entered today. Okay. So if there will be any connectivity issue, you will be the host. You need to take care of that. Okay, ji. Chaliye. Now the next one we have is a curved line. Now you are getting a curve. See, there is a decrease in velocity. Velocity keep on decreasing. Yes, time keep on increasing, velocity keep on decreasing. So this is non-uniform. This is acceleration, negative acceleration. And because you get a curve, so this is non-uniform retardation. Negative acceleration को हम और क्या बोल सकते हैं? We call it as retardation also. So this is non-uniform retardation. Clear? Now please open your book, open the graphical representation. We are going to look after the topics from there. Yes, Charchar. Children, you are requested to kindly switch on the camera. Avni. Yes, bacha.
Ma'am, in the first graph where we have seen that there is no acceleration, that is also a uniform acceleration.
Yes,
When the
yes, yes. That is
acceleration
also the
zero.
uniform. Very good, very good. That is also the uniform. How we can say that is uniform? Let me just explain it to you. Just a minute. So, okay, we have a line like this. Yes. So this is a straight line parallel to time axis. In this case, acceleration is 0. Fine. But the graph is uniform. Acceleration की बात नहीं करोगे. Acceleration is 0 in this case. How? Let's understand. Okay, when the time is 1 second, what is the velocity with respect to this is 30. When the time is 2 seconds, what is the velocity with respect to this? Again 30 meter per second. When the time is 3 seconds, what is the velocity with respect to this? It's again 30. So children, we have acceleration, and acceleration is a change in velocity. There has to be a change in velocity in some particular time. Fine. Now let's say you take 2 points. Let's say you take this one point as A. This is your second point as B. Now you talk about from A to B. Fine. B is the final velocity, that is 30, minus initial velocity, the starting point, that is also 30. Divide by whatever the time you take. See, A pe kitna time hai? 1 second. B pe you have 3 seconds. So this is 3 minus 1. But because the velocities are same, so 30 minus 30 gives you 0. And 0 divided by 2 is what? It is 0. So 0 meter per second square is your acceleration. So we have proved here that इस case में acceleration तो 0 है. Now the question Charchit asked is that what about the uniformity in this case? Okay, your eyes onto the screen. When you go from 1 to, first you go from, let's say A to, just a minute. We can write here B, fine, and we can write here C. Let's say we go from A to B. What is the time we take? 1 second. From B to C, the time we took is again 1 second, again 1 second. 2 minus 1 is 1. Fine. So there is the uniformity in time. Okay, go with the velocity. A पे कितनी velocity थी? 30. What is the velocity at B? See, it is again 30. What is the velocity at C? It is again 30. So what is the change from A to B? Change in velocity, it is 0 meter per second. From B to C, what is the change in velocity? It is 0 meter per second. अच्छा 0 0 तो है, but there is uniformity. Yes, it is 0 0 0 0 0 at all the places. There is no variation going on. So there is uniformity in velocity, there is uniformity in time. So this is the uniform motion. This is the uniform motion. Charchit, I hope your question is clear to you. Okay. Yes, Angel, any doubt? Angel. Aviraj, Gurleen. Avirajji, you have to write it down also. Are you writing? No. Okay, very good, very good. Very good. Keep writing, all of you. I can ask anybody at any point of time to show me your notebook. Okay? Okay, ji. So now we are going to have it from the book. I'm going to open it. I hope you all are able to see the screen. Hanji, book is visible to you all. Okay, thank you, Angel. Thank you, Aviraj. Okay, I'm straightway going to take you to the graphs topic. The previous topics we have already covered. Yes, so we are directly moving on to the graphical one, which is on page number. Okay, ji, page number 104. Page number 104. The graphical representation of motion. Fine. Okay, the first is the introductory portion. You are going to go with it once. The graph provides a convenient method to present the basic information about the variety of the events which are happening around. It can be any event. It can be telecast of any of the cricket match. You know, you have the graphs in that case. It can be your result. Fine. So it can be anything. But it gives the convenient way. Convenient way means it is for everyone to understand it better. It is not like that who is having a proper knowledge of it. Yes, proper knowledge is very much required, but still, if I show a graph to your parent about your performance, your friend's performance, they can easily understand. Fine. Rather than taking them with all the numbers, the values, the graph shows, you know, speaks a lot about your performance. Yes or no? Okay. So here for describing the motion, we are going to take line graphs. Fine. And the first one which we have done is the distance time graph. The first one we have done is the distance time graph, where we have one side distance, one side time. It's clear to you that on which side you will be taking time. On the independent axis, that is the x-axis. Fine. And distance will be onto the y-axis, which we consider it as the dependent axis. Fine. So all the quantities which are independent, which do not depend on anything, we will be taking that on x-axis. And the other quantity will goes onto the y-axis. Okay. Now through this graph, children, we have covered 3 topics, the 3 ways the graph can be asked to you. Please your eyes onto the graph very carefully. Look onto the graph. One way of asking the question is plotting of the graph. So for plotting, I told you, you have to extend the line from x-axis and from the y-axis. Where they meet, that is the point. Fine. And then you are going to join all the points and you will get the value. Yes. For example, the table is given to you and you have to do the plotting. Fine. When the time is 2 seconds, the distance. Okay, when the time is 20 seconds, what is the distance with respect to it? When the time is 20 seconds, see, this is 20 seconds. What is the distance with respect to it? Now, from that only you are going to move towards the distance and you will be getting the value. This is the way to find the value. First we have done is plotting, how to do the plotting. Second is how to find out the value. Suppose the time is given to you, with respect to that time, what is the distance? Clear? Now what is the distance here? You are going to check the values and you are going to give the answer accordingly. Achha, one thing to clear over here, that is, okay, that's very important. Please look onto the screen, all of you. All of you, your eyes onto the screen. Children, see, here you have a gap between 0 to 10. And there are not 10 lines. So how you have to find out that the each small line is of how much value? How you have to find that out? What you have to do is, what is the upper value? Minus the lower value. What is the upper value you have is 10. Minus the lower value you have is 0. Divide by the number of gaps. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So we can divide it by 5. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. 10 minus 0 is 10. Divide by 5. When you are going to solve it, you get the answer 2. What it means that each line is for 2 kilometer. Got it? Now I told you that find out the answer, find out the displacement with respect to the time 20 minutes. Chaliye. Now this is your question. Tell me the answer. With respect to 20, okay, Riddhiman raised hand, Arushi, anyone else? Join the line, please. Raise your hand, find out the value. Krishna is there, very good. Anji Krishna, your answer? Krishna, unmute. Krishna, you are not able to unmute. This happens first also, hai na? There is some problem, beta. Okay. Krishna, you can click on your mic and try to unmute yourself. Okay, Angel, please click on the mic and unmute. Angel, unmute. हाँ जी बच्चा. Yes, Khushkaran.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी. What is the answer?
Ma'am, 2 kilometer.
No. My
Ma'am,
question
from,
is that with respect to the time 20 minutes, what is the distance?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, the distance is, ma'am, 14 kilometer.
14 kilometer. Very good. Okay, Riddhiman, what is the answer? Is it the same 14 kilometer or you have some other answer? Okay, same. Hanji, Nancy, the same answer, beta? Okay. Aryan same, Krishna same. Okay, ji. So how you have done it? This is 10 here, and after that you have 12, then you have 14. Fine. So it is 14 kilometer. Okay, so this is 14 kilometer. Done? Okay. Now see, you are not going to count it. Like you have counted. I'm very sure that everyone you have done 10, then 12, then 14. Yes. It is the simple one. You just have to add 2. You have counted. But let's say it's somewhat like 1.78. Maybe the gap, like each gap is 1.78. Then are you going to count it like this? No. What is the method you are going to do? Okay, you get to know that each gap is of 2 kilometer. Yes. Yes. Okay. Where is your line coming? It is between 10 and 20. Yes. Which is the lower limit? 10 plus which line? After 10, which line? First, second. Second line multiply. What is the value of each gap? That is 2. So 10 plus 4, that is 14. Let's make it a little more clear. Let's make it a little more clear to you. Okay. Hanji, your eyes onto the screen, bacha. Okay, let's say you have a scale like this. Fine. I'm going to give you a task. Try to do it. It's written here 110. This goes with kilometers, okay? Distance. Okay, so 1010. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we have the next, that is 120. Okay, you have to find out the value at this particular point. And go ahead. Go ahead. 110 to 120. The arrows is on to the third line. Find out the value at this line.
Ma'am, it's 190. You're 100.
Ma'am, 115.
It is 1.090.
हाँ जी. Yes, Charshit.
Yes, ma'am.
1.090. Charshit, how you can have 1 between 110 to 120? Yes, Khushkaran.
Yes, I think.
Ma'am, it is 114.5.
114.5.
0.5.
Okay. हाँ जी, Gurleen.
Ma'am, it is 116.
अच्छा, Gurleen, different answer, 116. Chalo, very good. So we have many answers. Krishna, if you have the same out of these, okay. If you have a different one, then you raise your hand, beta. Okay, हाँ जी.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, my answer is 114.8.
114.8. अच्छा, 114.8. Okay, chaliye. Let's do it onto the screen. Let's see. Okay, so I told you the method how to do it. Chachit, now let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, you can match if you get the correct or not. Children, we have the point between 110 to 120. So first of all, we have to find out that each, division is of how much value. So that is 120 minus 110 divide by the number of gaps. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Divide by 7. So 120 minus 110, that is 10 divided by 7. So first of all, you have to find out this. Okay. Now, you have the third line. So what is the lower limit plus, on which line it is? Third line, multiply by the value for each gap is 10 over 7. What do you have? 110 plus 30 divided by 7. So do it. 30 divided by 7. Do it and get the answer. That is 4.29. Fine. So 110 plus 4.29. So we can take it as 4.3. This is 114.3. Is this clear? Is this clear? Okay, again I'm going to tell a little. What you have to do is, first of all, you have to find out that in which it lies, which the line you have to find out. It lies between 110 to 120. Okay, 120 minus 110 divided by the number of gaps you have is 7. So 10 divided by 7. Don't go with the calculations over here because you have to do it again. Yes. Okay, then the lower limit, क्योंकि देखो 110 से 120 के बीच में वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है, so it can't be 125 or 105. Yes, it will lie between these two. So we take the lower limit 110 plus, on which line it is, third line, multiply by, each gap is of 10 by 7. Then do the solving, you will get the answer. Last में don't forget to write the unit. Okay, so we are going to end the class here. If there is any doubt, anyone, you can please ask. Anji. Angel, Krishna, your hands are raised. You want to ask something? Okay, ji. Let me just take the attendance. We are going to bind the class. Okay, ji, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. God bless you all. You are going to do the concept of graph from your book. Find thoroughly reading from your NCRT. If you face any problem, you are going to ask me. Use the number given to you. Fine? Okay. God bless you. Bye-bye.